So I'm going to share my screen here. And what I want you to do is looking at your limiting beliefs, okay? So what you've got written down, I want you to look for one. And I'm going to get you in a moment, not right now, but to share your limiting belief. We're going to go around and we'll go in reverse alphabetical order this time. So I want you to share your limiting belief in one sentence. Now, this is going to be difficult. This is going to be really hard to do, but I'm going to, push you to try and get it into one sentence. And no backstory, because every belief that we have, we feel like we want to explain the backstory from it. Well, this happened when I was a child, or this is my upbringing, this is my background, but we don't need to know any of that for the purposes of what we're going to go through today. So it's just letting know what that belief is. And this sentence that I want you to come up with, and I'm going to give you some time to do this now, but the sentence I want you to come up with is, I believe that I. Now, for me, as an example, I believe that I will have a panic attack on stage. That for me was 100% one of the beliefs that I had to work through. Because I'd had so many panic attacks in my life, this was something that I was absolutely terrified of. So just thinking through, what are some of the things that are holding you back? So look at your list right now and just scan through and think to yourself, what is the one? Feel into it, even with your body. You'll get a response from your body telling you, okay, ooh, yeah, this is one I need to work on. So just take a moment. And if it even has to be a process of elimination, just think, not this one, not this one, not this one, and a few will raise to the surface, but just choosing one. So I'm just going to be quiet for a moment to let you decide what that is. And if you can write it, then I'm going to encourage you to write it in the I believe that I. And in a moment, I'll coach someone through this, and I'll give you a little bit of time after that again, just to help refine it a little bit. Any questions, just to make sure that, does anyone not have one that they can work on? Anyone struggling to get it whittled down to one? Laura, was that your hand up, or? Yeah, okay. Can you just come off mute for a second? Because this will be helpful for others too. Do you have one, or you're struggling to find one?
Well, I'm struggling to articulate it. Like,
I'll help you articulate it.
Like,
I'll
just
help
pick
you
one and figure out what's actually what it is that it is the actual belief there.
Okay. So would you be comfortable, Laura, for me to coach you through this, so everyone else, and then I'll give everybody a few more minutes afterwards, because they'll learn from me coaching you through this process anyway.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, great. So tell me in your own words, what is the belief or limiting belief that you want to work on?
Well, I feel like it's this idea of that, like, I will not give 100% of my message, like that I'll hold back because I might feel that the audience will reject what I'm saying, or I'll adapt my message because of a perceived reaction of the audience. And so then I'll hold back truly the part of my message that needs to be heard because I'm afraid of how it will be received.
Okay. So let me just play back that. So if we take the sentence beginning as I believe that I, or I believe that, it doesn't have to be I believe that I. So if I'm just going to play this back to you, but it needs to be your words, not mine. So I'm just going to play back what I'm hearing. So I believe that my audience may reject my message. How does that feel when I say that?
Yeah, I actually wrote that down, but I wasn't sure if that's really what my belief is, but I'm happy to.
Okay. So
that does resonate.
What's coming up for you? What makes it feel? Just give me a little bit of explanation around it, because it may just need to be refined a little bit.
Well, some of the thoughts in my head are like, oh, what if I pick the wrong one? Or what if that's really not my issue? Maybe it's more that I don't feel, it's not that I'll be rejected, it's that my message isn't good enough. And so then my brain is kind of going to like, is it that it's actually going to be rejected? Or is it that I feel like I'm going to be seen as a fraud? Or is it that I'm holding back? And that's where I'm trying to determine of all the different things that I wrote down, because I did write several.
Which is more true for you in this moment? Is it that you'll be rejected, that you'll be thought of as a fraud?
I think it's more the fact that I won't give 100% because I'll feel that I'll be rejected.
Okay. So the not giving 100% is not necessarily the belief. That's what you do because of the belief. But so the belief,
oh,
yeah.
I
so
see.
and we will work through this. This is exactly what we're going to be working through.
Right.
It's the actions that we take or don't take because of a belief. Yeah.
So it's okay.
I
think that's where I was getting a bit tripped up, is like,
yeah.
what's the actual belief versus the action of what I'm doing?
Yes. Okay. So if you're happy to, so if that is, even if it's in the top 3 or you think it's something that does hold you back, let's go with it, because otherwise I don't want all of you getting tied up and not thinking, oh, am I articulating this completely 100%? So I'll help you work through it. So I'm just going to give everybody an extra minute to just refine, based on what you've heard, the exchange between Laura and I, if you want to refine what your wording is. But I'm going to go through this process with each one of you, but that's Laura has her limiting belief defined for the moment, and that's what we will work through with. And Tracy,
so then to be clear, I'm focusing on, I believe that I will be rejected. Is that what we're saying?
Yes. Now you may want to put a little bit on the end of that. So is it if I share my message, or like you may want a little qualifier on the end of that. So just why do you think that you might be rejected? Just it puts a little bit more flesh on the bones of it.